So recently I got to do something pretty cool, and I just wanted to make a quick video to share it with all of you. So a couple of weeks ago, I was at Warner Brothers Studios, and I got to do something that not a lot of people get to do. I got to go inside of Soundstage 16. And the reason why not a lot of people get to go inside of this soundstage is it's one of the most popular stages on the lot, and so it's always full. There's always something filming inside of that stage. So unless you worked on a production that filmed inside of that stage, or you have some hookups at Warner Brothers, the odds are you've probably never been inside of Soundstage 16. It's definitely not something that they usually take you into on the Warner Brothers studio tour, so to get to go inside there is pretty cool. So what's so cool about this soundstage? Well, a couple of different things. Starting with the fact that it's one of the largest sound stages in existence. And the reason for that is way back in the day, back in the 30s, they were filming a movie there called Cain and Mabel, and actress Marion Davies complained that the stage needed to be bigger so that they could build more elaborate sets. So she convinced Warner Brothers to make the stage bigger.
So she called Jack Warner and she said, take the roof off the stage and make it bigger so we have a bigger set. And Jack wasn't about to give in to her demands, so she went home and complained to her boyfriend, who just happened to be William Randolph Hearst. And he called Jack, and Jack said, okay, you pay for it and we'll do it.
And the way that they did that was, instead of building on top of the stage, they actually jacked it up and built from the ground up, which is kind of unique and pretty cool. So that's why the stage is so large. Now, why is Soundstage 16 so cool for fans of 80s and 90s movies? Well, if you take a look at the plaque outside of Stage 16, you'll see that in the 90s, they shot scenes for Jurassic Park and a couple of different Batman movies. And in the 80s, they shot scenes for Karate Kid 2, Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, and it's probably most famous for the Goonies. That's right, it was inside of Soundstage 16 where they built One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship.
The pirate ship from the Goonies. This was the giant cave with One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship.
There it is, right there in front of me is where One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship was. I mean, of course, now it's just a giant empty room, but if you're actually standing in this room and looking around, you can picture the pirate ship there. It's just amazing to stand there and know that that's where that took place. I mean, such an elaborate set, such a huge part of 80s movie history, such a huge part of our childhoods, and to stand there and know that right there in front of me, that's where the pirate ship was. I mean, it doesn't get cooler than that.
I never let the kids see this boat. They were banned from the stage from day one, from the start of its construction. And then the day they were supposed to come out of the chute, hit the water, and turn around and see the boat for the first time, I brought them all in, not blindfolded, but with their backs to the camera. They all knew what they were going to see, but they had no idea what it was going to look like. And so on film, when they turn and see the boat for the first time,
and if you're wondering how they fill this soundstage up with water, the floor that I'm currently standing on is actually removable, and then all of this becomes a giant water tank.
The floor that we're standing on is completely removable, and it goes down another 25 feet from where we're standing. In fact, the entire inside of the soundstage can be flooded with water, and it can be turned into an ocean.
And that's how they were able to film the scene with One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship. And they've actually filmed a lot of other water scenes in here as well.
That's where we had the Andrea Gale from Perfect Storm. The entire inside of the soundstage was wrapped with a blue screen, and computer-generated waves around the ship were all put in later. But the actual water hitting the ship, we had dump tanks in the ceiling, dumping thousands of gallons of water down chutes, and then it would shoot out onto the ship. The last really big water movie we did in here was in 2006. We did the movie Poseidon with Kurt Russell and Emmy Rossum, and they had an upside-down ocean liner set in here.
Also, you really have no idea how big this soundstage is unless you're standing in it and looking around. I mean, it's really crazy how big it is. I mean, look at those catwalks right there. I would definitely hate to be the person standing on that top catwalk. Now, as far as Ghostbusters goes, according to one of the tour guides, she said that that's where they filmed the rooftop scene, the big final battle. So it would have been inside of this soundstage where they built the entire rooftop. So that's pretty amazing too if you think about it. But I can't 100% confirm that that's what was filmed inside of this soundstage. You gotta take what the tour guides say with a grain of salt. Unfortunately, as far as Ghostbusters 2 and Karate Kid 2 goes, I have no idea what they filmed inside of that soundstage. But again, just to stand in this soundstage and know that this is where One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship once was is truly amazing. And I just wanted to share it with all of you. All right, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.